Hi Geminis, welcome to your August 2017 monthly readings. I apologize for being late. I had a family emergency that came up. My parents and my sister got into a car accident, so I had to tend to that, where it's just one of those curveballs life throws at you. Everybody's alright, but got a lot, they got injuries and stuff, so gotta help them out. Where hopefully everybody's been having a fantastic month. It's pretty hot over here. We actually have a really bad forest fire, so the sky's been quite gray from all the smoke, which makes it really muggy. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to cover your homework and relationships. Relationships come in all forms. Keep that in mind. They come in the form of partnerships. Partnerships could be business partners, could be spouses. Relationships come in the form of siblings, parents, cousins, friends. So keep that in mind. Just waiting for the energies to get interrupted. Okay, we're going to stop there because a card fell out. Alright, so for your first card we have is the Chariot. The second card we have is the Four of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Been having a lot of technology issues too, where the next card we have is the Ten of Cups. We have the Devil. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Star card. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. I apologize for my nails, you guys. I really haven't had time to do much. So the way I read cards is I read energies. The cards have specific meanings. If you just read by tarot, I use energy. That's my ability. I'm sure there's other people out there that do that. Clairvoyant and medium skills. I get that from my mother. My sister's clairvoyant as well. And it just has to do with the astrological chart. Actually, I had a few Geminis actually have done my astrological charts. And they've all said the same thing, where because I have 4 planets in Cancer, it makes me, it gives me that medium ability. So I'm just not comfortable using the term medium or psychic, because then, I'd have to get into it, and, I believe in energy, so I don't really know if that's, I don't like putting titles on things, and that's just the Aquarius and Sag in me, right? Like, I'm open to all sorts of ideas and concepts. So, again, I read energies, okay? So just clarifying that, because I've had a lot of people ask me if I can read a specific way or do it like this, and I just do energies, and I do this voluntarily. This is not a business. This is just something I do voluntarily because I was guided to do it by, you believe the universe, higher beings, spirit, or the divine. I was given messages and signs and signals to do this. So I appreciate all your comments, and thank you for your support, and I really do appreciate it. So what we have coming in for your relationships is, well, it kind of seems like for your relationships you're going to have, it's like I'm getting family bonding. So this is like, we have the Ten of Cups here, right? I'm seeing a lot of celebrations with your family, but I'm also seeing your family could be interfering with your relationships for some of you guys. For those of you that are in steady relationships, if it's and I'm also getting, for some people it might be, we have the Devil, which is Capricorn, but I'm getting somebody dealing with a Virgo, and this Virgo has their own business, so, and it's interfering with the relationship a little bit. You might be getting emotional for that person dealing with the Virgo. I'm not sure why the Virgo's coming through. Some of you guys might be moving I got this before for you guys too, and there's the warning here of you need to watch your finances, that you're not overspending, because I'm getting money, I'm getting money being put into superficial things is what the energy I'm getting, and the cards are saying, like the energy I'm getting with the Four of Pentacles, is that you need to be saving money, because there could be an instance, I'm getting like in 5 months, it could be 6 months, but the 5 is the number that I'm seeing. uh, I'm getting in like 5 months you could need that money for a rainy day, so just be careful with that. So like if you're redecorating your house or you're moving, ensure that you're leaving yourself some room, that you're not just spending it all on the house or redecorating or anything like that. I am seeing that for some of you Geminis, there could be even an ex that comes back, and you're gonna have to choose with that, right? Keep in mind it's Mercury retrograde, so with Mercury retrograde, it's usually when exes come back, there's some closure that's needed, right? And for those of you in couples, just with Mercury retrograde, keep in mind that communication can be quite hard and people misinterpret around this time, right? So I am seeing emotions might fluctuate here. You got to be careful of not overindulging as well. But I am seeing like reuniting with family. So there could even be weddings that you're going to. I don't feel like there's any childbirths. Some of you guys could get pregnant, or you're getting married, or like even proposed to. There is this like celebrating energy I'm getting. Some of you guys do have, okay, a decision in relationships, and again, relationships come in all forms, right? All forms. Okay, so some of you, it's not all of you, right? Keep this in mind. Uh, okay, some of you, with the Chariot, the energy I'm getting with the Chariot is like there's a refusal to look at something that you're dissatisfied with. And it could be a past relationship. It could be saying that maybe like in the relationship you're holding on to negative feelings, it's saying, and you got to release that. And the cards are saying that you will be given the energy to release it, right? Like there could be the chance to even meet somebody new. You have the Star card here, that is Aquarius. You do have Aquarius, Capricorn, and Sag energies coming through. You could be dealing with a water sign. You do have Cancer here too. I am feeling a Virgo though for somebody. I'm not sure why. A strong Virgo. In your relationships, okay, it's saying to consider the person's, and I get this a lot with Geminis and Sagittarius too, a few other signs as well. It says to consider other people's emotions, right? Like there's the sense here that some of you guys aren't willing to face your emotions, and it's kind of like for some of you, even I'm getting what I'm seeing is like birds, but I'm also seeing bats, like dark birds and bats, so like ravens and crows and bats, which means like there needs to be like a like it's not the Death card, right? It's the Star. It's hope and renewal, okay? But the energies I'm getting is similar to the Death card. Like there's a refusal to do like it's almost like the dark night of the soul, right? Like so maybe because like so it's like you've experienced the dark night of the soul yet, but you may see a glimpse of light, but you haven't come out to it yet, right? Like you're still sitting in like the devil energy, you know, like holding on to some things in certain relationships. It could be with a parent, it could be with an ex even. You haven't released certain things. if it's with parents, you need to understand, okay, everybody has their it's like nurture nature, right? In some cases, people don't know any better, and they did the best that they could do with the circumstances they had and the information and the knowledge that they knew at the time, right? So in some cases, I'm getting like forgiveness is needed. They didn't know any better at the time, right? We're all here to learn lessons. So forgiveness is needed. Compassion, it's saying come from compassion. Don't be naive about things. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean you have to tolerate what they did. Forgiveness is for self, right? But there's this releasing that needs to come through. At work, what I'm getting, Gemini, some of you guys could even get an ex-wife I'm seeing. You get back with them. At work, what I'm seeing is there may be some there may be some people there that are quite spiteful at your work, all right, or around you. You need to be careful that you don't lose your temper at work. Okay, we have the Four of Pentacles here. All right, with what's happening, I'm seeing, like, you can see the four people here. So Geminis, you guys have opportunity. If you can see that, you have opportunity, you're looking out. You need to stay focused with that energy, all right? That's, you also don't be looking at other people when you're at work. Stay focused on yourself. Don't worry about other people. But Gemini, you got to be careful here. For some of you guys, this is not all of you guys, okay? For some of you guys, like, there's an obsession with money, right? Like, you're obsessed about making money, and you could be, like I was talking about with the dark night of the soul, you could be avoiding coming out to that light, right? Like the alchemy, you need to get to the alchemy phase, right? Like, if you can look back at your partners and look at them all as like, I learned lessons and there's no more hate or regret there, because you should never regret dating somebody, or even a family member, if there's still regret or hate or, you know, like these built up repressed feelings towards them, then you haven't released yet, right? You need to release. But at work, there's one of two things, the energies I'm getting. It's either people around you are trying to suck you into things, or you're obsessed with work and you're using your work to avoid your emotions, like I was saying about like repressing, right? Like, so you need to be careful of that, because then things are going to get off balance, and we don't want to see the tower come in, right? Because like, if there's an avoidance for so long, it's inevitable that you're going to get the tower or the death card, right? Like, because you're avoiding something. The universe, life, whatever you believe in, there's irony in life, and it will force you to deal with it, and it'll be like a volcano. It'll erupt all at once, right? And we don't want it to affect your work either, because if you're balanced emotionally, then that shows through in your work. You're improved in your work. You know what I mean? But this could also be that some people are working you too hard at work, right? Or firing at you, like comments, or trying to like talk behind your back, you know, like. But I'm seeing this more so like you're worried about finances, all right? And the very thing that you fear is the very thing that you're going to create. So if you're worried about finances, or losing your job, or customers being taken or something like that, then, you know, like you're gonna create that because you're gonna fear it. So then therefore you're gonna start self-sabotaging, right? Like, and it'll be on an unconscious level. You won't even be aware of it. It'll be unconscious, you know, like, and we'd like to avoid that, you know, like, but Gemini, you guys have with the Three of Wands here, okay? The Star, you're very, like, some of you guys are very off balance. And if you're off balance, that's due to emotions, okay? I'm also seeing it's the emotions that are coming through strong in this reading. And I'm seeing a past wound. I'm seeing, like, I'm seeing like a heart, but like an opened wound, and there's like blood. So it's like a past wound. Also for like whether you're 30s or in your 20s or 40s, 50s, if you're getting chest pains, please go to the doctor and check that out. Don't wait. Never wait on that. Um, if you notice somebody around you, even at work, okay, because there could be an accident. Be careful at work about accidents. But if you notice fellow coworkers of yours, it's the summertime, overheating, somebody could have like a heart issue or something they don't know about maybe, or some sort of illness, like they could get heat stroke or something I'm seeing. So just keep an eye out for your fellow coworkers if you notice they get dizzy and stuff. Maybe suggest to people that they stay hydrated, because I'm seeing a danger of that too. Some of you guys, it's a Sagittarius that you're broken over. Like Sagittarius, Capricorn, I see. If you're dealing with a Virgo, it's because they have their own business and they're concerned about their finances. And they have these like goals they're trying to reach. Like maybe even another location. They're trying to get to another location or open up a second location. Geminis, you gotta be careful that you don't overwork yourself here, okay? You might be trying to work towards a trip. Right? If you're working hard, then you have to have goals. Like, what's your goal, right? What's it for? Not just to pay bills, right? Like, so if you're like working overtime, ensure that you're doing it for the right reasons, right? But be careful of spending on superficial stuff, like your emotions when they're off balance, okay? There could be a codependency issue. The devil's usually, codependency. It could be like when your emotions get off balance, or if somebody says something to you that kind of like rubs you the wrong way, it can trigger your emotions, and that will trigger your codependency problem. Whether that's like you start overworking, or you suddenly like throw yourself into work, or you suddenly start shopping. You go to even the dollar store buying little things. You got to be aware of that. Try to pick up on that, right? What we got coming in at home. Some of you guys could be taking a trip, or you want to take a trip and you're disappointed about it. Like maybe it couldn't happen. It can also be careful of like, it could be like a flood in the house or something like that, like leaving the tap on or something. I'm getting that. Some of you guys are moving though, and it's making you sad because maybe you had children that grew up in the same house, or you're considering moving. But I got the Five of Cups here, okay? I feel like it's going to make you sad. It is going to make you sad. But with the Nine of Cups, the Star, I mean, this guy's looking out at the horizon too. We have the Nine of Pentacles. If you move, it's going to be beneficial for you, right? It is saying it's going to be beneficial for you, but it's also saying, okay, for some of you guys, I'm seeing like this emotional off balance that I was seeing. It could happen because you move, and it could trigger you. All right, so you can start drinking and stuff like that. Watch that. All right, we want to be everything in moderation. There's some sort of temptation that will come in at your work, and by temptation, that would mean whether or not to get into an argument with somebody, to get involved with rumors, or listening to rumors, or even taking what somebody says at face value, right? When they're lying, they could have their own agenda. You got to be worried about, like, somebody might have their own agenda for finances here, right? I don't think any of you guys, there's this, like, whatever you put out is going to come back to you, so be careful about that, all right? Some of you guys are working really hard. It will pay off, okay? You got these new creations. It will pay off. But there's a sense of, humbling, right? You might be forced into a humbling position. So that's why I'm saying, like, be careful, watch things, like with the devil coming in at work even, right? This could be like the ego getting out of hand, right? Or your pride. Somebody hurts your ego or pride, and then you like fire back at them, right? That's might hurt you, right? It's temptation coming in at work. And what's going to help you is to, like, if that happens, don't even pay attention to it. Just drive forward. You got to be like a bull. Whatever comes at you, you just got to keep your head down and keep going forward. Don't even pay attention to it. You may have a decision to either move or even to get a new job, because if you have a job where it's like they're not treating you right with the devil, right? You're not happy there anymore. Well, then you know, the cards are saying that you have a decision to change jobs, and it will be healthy for you with the Nine of Pentacles here. It's a healthy option for you, right? Some of you guys, maybe you need to upgrade a little bit. The move though could help you. Maybe you could save money, right? Like if you need to be, there's practicality that needs to come through here, okay? And the word superficial was coming through in the beginning of the reading. So like, don't be concerned about your appearance, right? Appearance is personality, right? Like that's part of personality. People should be concerned about character, right? Character is the most important thing, right? Because you got this this Knight of Wands there. I was feeling Aries. I almost said Aries there. Okay, so that means that is a Sagittarius card though, but I got Aries. So that means okay, with Aries is a no bull attitude, right? This is coming through in your home, right? So Aries does what needs to be done, you know. Aries doesn't wait around. They make decisions. They're quite decisive, right? So there's some sense here that you need to be decisive at home. If you have children, there could be, you might have to, it's talking about maybe you might have to discipline them. Like, and I don't mean like butt smacking them or anything like that, you know. I'm talking about there could be some sort of upset, you know, like it could be due to separation or divorce even. And it's just going to take the kids some time to get elevated or get back into flow with the two of you. And if you guys are divorced, because it seems the energy I'm getting, it's like the kids are acting out because the parents they don't see each other too often. They're not seeing each other enough. It might be too scheduled. You know what I mean? Like, so what I'm getting is like maybe you can schedule like FaceTime on the computer to do homework with the kids while they're at the wife's or the husband's house, you know what I mean, just to get some more time in, and that would really help out, you know, even if you're separated, kindness goes a long way, right? Like, it could help them out and they can get more done around the house, you know, like, if both parents have the kids, I'm sure they can appreciate that. Got to be careful about money, okay? So, like, money can't rule you, right? Like if money's not handled correctly, it will rule you. You no longer make decisions. Money makes decisions for you. You base your choices on finances, right? Because the money rules you, right? And you need to be careful of that. That's what I'm getting here, right? Like decisions should come from your heart, right? Like, do not react to anybody that comes at you guys, Gemini. You'll just be playing into their hand, and that's what they want. The cards are saying that, right? Be careful of that. That will be a temptation this month, all right? So, and with Mercury being your planet as well, it being retrograde, things can get out of hand. That's what the cards are saying. They can really get out of hand, and it could really hurt your work, all right? I'm also getting sex with this card at work. So I'm not sure what that's referring to. It could be like it could be a coworker relationship. But I'm getting that song. I'm getting that song. Who sings that? Is it Salt and Pepper? Let's Talk About Sex. That song is coming through in my mind. So if that topic is coming up at work, that's not that's gonna hurt you. Like, that's what I'm getting here. I don't know why you'd be, or maybe somebody's gonna be talking about sex at work or something like that. The cards are saying that's gonna really hurt you, right? If you're going out and partying, you might be showing up to work late. That's gonna hurt you, right? But if you're in an unhealthy work environment, the cards are definitely saying you need to make the decision with the Chariot. This is a choice movement, right? It's feelings, it's Cancer. Cancer's all about feelings, right? And it's about home. Cancer's about home too, right? So comfort. If you're not comfortable at work, okay, well, there's other options for you. There's 9 Pentacles there, right? There's 4 Pentacles here, four guys holding that, that's four different opportunities you have, four different applications you could put out there. If they're not valuing you, you have more value, Gemini. But don't play into anybody's hands, all right? And I'm not sure why that song came to mind, but just take that as a warning, because that could hurt you. All right, you guys. Hopefully that helped you out. I apologize for being late, but again, life just threw me a curveball. Where hopefully you guys have a fantastic, safe month, and be responsible when you're partying, because it is the summer months, and I do see this devil here where, and my family just having an accident. You know, be responsible. So, ciao. I'll talk to you mid-months. Namaste.